They are 6 hours in, but there are still hundreds of people waiting in line at the Capitol. They all want to testify. This as state legislators consider a so-called assault weapons ban. So-called because Democrats are likely to gut their own bill.
The bill's sponsor says she plans an amendment that would change its original intent. 9 News reporter Cole Sullivan joins us live from the Capitol to explain why and what's going on. Some of this is a little bit of theater, if you will, Cole.
Well, there's definitely a lot of back and forth going on, Kim. Put simply, this bill did not appear to have the support it needed to pass in its existing form, but that didn't stop hundreds of people from both sides from showing up to testify today. So many people, in fact, that they had to move the committee hearing from the afternoon into the morning, and it's still expected to stretch into the night.
What's happened to our country?
This hearing is so full of people, there's an overflow room down the hall.
We urge you to support this measure.
So many people want to talk, the committee chair put a cap on comment at 12 hours.
I respectfully but firmly oppose this legislation.
So many people all here for a bill that likely will never make it into law, at least not as proposed. Originally, the legislation sought to ban the sale of assault weapons, which it loosely defined as any firearm that can fire a high volume of ammunition accurately or can be modified to do so. If it passed, gun rights groups say they'd sue.
So please be aware, if you pass an assault weapons ban, our lawyer is sitting by with his finger on the button, ready to file this lawsuit before the ink on the governor's signature is dry.
But the measure never had support from Democratic Governor Jared Polis.
We specifically, looking at the data, believe that extreme risk protection order can work better.
With the bill's viability in doubt, its sponsor, Democratic Representative Elizabeth Epps, appeared to start the day with a last-minute reversal. She said she may gut her own bill by amending it to only ban bump stocks, attachments that allow semi-automatic weapons to fire like machine guns. An existing federal rule against bump stocks is under court challenge. But even if the bill won't advance as advertised, hundreds of people still wanted to talk. From law enforcement,
look at the person, because it is not the gun, it is the person.
To students,
because the facts are clear. Assault weapons are the weapons of choice for mass shooters.
To pediatricians.
We must stop the flow of deadly weapons into our state and our communities.
So many people here for a bill that's likely going nowhere. So at last check, public comment was expected to wrap up around 11 o'clock tonight. It began around 11 o'clock this morning. Representative Epps has not filed her amendment yet, so we don't know exactly what it says. But if it does ban bump stocks and gut all the existing language, House Democrats will have the option of passing an assault weapons ban bill that doesn't actually ban assault weapons. Kim.
Oh my goodness, that is complicated, but we know a lot of people really passionate and did want to speak, even though they kind of knew from the get-go that there probably weren't the votes to make this happen.
And we should be clear, Democrats led by Governor Jared Polis had other priorities on gun legislation right now, but that didn't stop all those folks from coming out to speak, including survivors and people who lost loved ones in some of the horrible mass shootings we've seen in this state over the years.
And we're glad they got to put their voice out there at the very least. Thank you, Cole.